The mainstream cannot get over the fact that Donald Trump is President of the United States or that Melania is our First Lady. Those in the mainstream media are continually criticizing Melania, from her accent to her fashion choices, never giving her a moment's rest. So, when President Trump and Melania went to visit the victims of Hurricane Maria in Puerto Rico, she sent a clear message to her detractors that they will soon not forget. Ever since Melania Trump has stepped foot into the role of First Lady of the United States, the left has bashed her. You would think that the left would embrace Melania since she is a strong woman that has had a successful modeling career. However, that is not the case, and since she is married to President Trump, they cannot stand her even more. No matter what Melania does, there are those on the left that will find fault in it, and that was proven just about a month ago. In late August, the state of Texas was ravaged when Hurricane Harvey slammed into the coast. The hurricane dumped unprecedented rainfall onto the area that caused massive flooding throughout the region. The Trump administration moved swiftly to ensure that the victims had what they needed in a timely manner. Not only that, but President Trump and Melania visited the area to witness firsthand what the victims were facing. Instead of the media praising Trump and Melania for their compassion and quick response, the left chose to slam Melania for her choice of footwear. You see, when Melania went to board Air Force One, she was photographed wearing a pair of high heels, and when disembarking the plane she changed into suitable sneakers. Then again, when Hurricane Irma hit the state of Florida, Melania wore another pair of heels onto Air Force One and again changed into appropriate footwear when leaving the plane. Of course, both these times the left quite literally lost their minds over the insensitive footwear that Melania was caught wearing. So, when President Trump and Melania announced that they would be touring Puerto Rico after Hurricane Maria hit, you know the left was waiting to see what shoes Melania would be wearing. And Melania didn't disappoint those in the liberal media at all. Here is more from Express. Melania Trump, 47, defied critics for a third time today as she set off to hurricane-devastated Puerto Rico. At the end of August, Melania was slammed for her outfit choice as she headed to Texas to see the damage caused by Hurricane Harvey, wearing a pair of very high black stiletto heels. Despite the previous backlash, she then stepped out in stiletto heels again as she revisited the Lone Star State. Today the First Lady wore a wool turtleneck navy blue jumper, navy cigarette trousers, and again a pair of stiletto heels. Walking along with Donald Trump, Melania kept her eyes covered from the sun with a pair of square-frame sunglasses. She wore her hair in a loose bouncy blow-dry, her favorite style. The First Lady kept her makeup simple, with a light pink color lip gloss being the only obvious makeup she was wearing. It has been a busy time for the president and his wife, with tragedies striking the USA repeatedly in recent weeks. Yesterday, Melania and her husband led a minute's silence for the victims of the Las Vegas shooting, which has so far claimed 59 lives. Earlier in the day, the couple had met with Prime Minister Prayut Chan-o-cha and Madam Naraporn Chan-o-cha of Thailand. Melania flaunted her toned arms in a tweed dress for the meeting, which she kept on throughout the day. The nipped-in waist offset the midi-length dress to show off her figure whilst keeping the look demure. The couple are not always together. Earlier in the week, Melania stepped out alone and wore a skin-tight blue dress for a luncheon in New York. The First Lady was honored for her philanthropy at the event by the NCHCF. Although she wore a simple sky blue dress for the occasion but made sure to flatter her figure with her choice. Although the dress had a high neckline and came just below former model Melania's knees, it was anything but frumpy. It is obvious that all these attacks on Melania are just pathetic attempts to drag down a wonderful woman, all because of their hatred for President Trump. No one at all is saying that those on the left have to adore President Trump or Melania, but they at least could respect them. The Trumps have